You're currently making a huge impact here in the UAE with Invest in Sharjah.
Sharjah Investor Services Center, one-stop shop for investors. We are transforming from traditional manufacturing to advanced manufacturing. We make it easier for investors to open their companies in Sharjah through AI.
You need to reduce the time between thinking of starting a business and actually doing the business.
We attracted an FDI of around 2.75 billion US dollars. We want to double that number in the next 5 years.
Welcome to today's episode of Rising Sharjah, where we uncover the stories behind the people driving some of the world's most successful entities. Today, we are honored to have a distinguished guest, His Excellency Mohammed Al Musharrakh, the CEO of Sharjah FDI Office, also known as Invest in Sharjah. Under his visionary leadership, Invest in Sharjah serves as a pivotal gateway for global investors aiming to leverage the dynamic and diverse market of Sharjah. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Musharrakh.
Thank you, Neet. First of all, I would like to welcome you in Sharjah, and I'm so happy to be in your podcast, Rising Sharjah.
It's our pleasure, and we have some really exciting questions for you today. You have tremendous experience in international business and leadership. You're currently making a huge impact here in the UAE with Invest in Sharjah. For people who don't know about Invest in Sharjah, can you tell us what it is? What does it do?
Invest in Sharjah, or Sharjah Foreign Direct Investment Office, is the promotional office for the Emirate of Sharjah when it comes to investments and doing business. We are part of Sharjah Investment and Development Authority, but we talk about different investment opportunities in Sharjah in general, whether they are in one of the 6 free zones that we have, or it's in the mainland of Sharjah. And we're focusing on promoting different sectors within the Emirate. Among them is travel and tourism, healthcare, logistics and transportation, agrotech, education, and entrepreneurship.
How has Sharjah actually evolved?
If we see Sharjah is well known for manufacturing. So we are trying to change that with adding the technology element in that. So we are transforming from traditional manufacturing to advanced manufacturing. We want to see more companies in robotics, for example. We want to see more companies that are producing drones, for example.
Exactly.
3D printing. These are the type of technologies in manufacturing that we would like to see today in the Emirate of Sharjah. And I think with having a lot of new initiatives within the UAE itself, like Make It in the Emirates, for example, or the 300 billion project by Emirates Development Bank, all of these help us actually to attract a lot of new manufacturers to Sharjah, and to see new companies entering the UAE market and the Sharjah markets.
You don't have to be in UAE to invest in the UAE, correct?
Definitely.
Like you have a lot of people who are investing outside the Emirate. Could you talk to us about that as well?
UAE has one of the easiest ecosystems for doing business and making investment. I mean, you can open your company or trade license even if you are not in the UAE. Everything is actually becoming digitally done. So I think investing in Sharjah has become so easy with having a lot of services done digitally. And soon we will have also services which are done through AI, which will come more quick.
Is Invest in Sharjah actively adopting AI? And if you can share how it's adopting it?
We have a collaboration with one of the largest companies in AI in the world, actually. And we are trying to make it easier for investors to open their companies in Sharjah through AI. So something like they come to our platform and they just ask the AI to establish a company in Sharjah.
Amazing.
And through AI, everything in the back end just coordinates with different entities that we have, whether it's a free zone or an in-free zone company. And we hope that this gets done within few minutes, not even hours.
I'm a business owner myself. Like we have established a company and I know the challenges. You have huge forms which you have to fill out. And if you can just describe a business that you want to start and AI can do that for you, I think this is an amazing, amazing feat. Actively, you need to reduce the time between thinking of starting a business and actually doing the business. And that's what you're doing over here.
I think today, investors are looking for the speed of the service and the quality of the service. And I think with AI, we can combine both speed and quality in delivering services to
Exactly.
investors.
What other initiatives do you have for investors?
We also recently launched Saeed, which is Sharjah Investor Services Center, which is basically a one-stop shop for investors. They come to the center. We have cameras all around the center. The happiness team, we call it the happiness team, sits in the back office. Whenever the investor comes, they come and they offer their services to the investor. So the investor don't need to take a token and then wait for his turn to come and then meet the employee.
Again.
So we have reversed it, where the investor comes, the employees of the center go to the investor, greet the investor, and then see what is the requirement of this investor who's coming to the center.
Perfect.
And we provide different services. We have local services and we have federal services as well.
It takes a long-term vision to invest in the activities you have mentioned. Like, you're trying to save time of the investors. You're making them feel valued. What's your long-term vision? Because as the CEO, I think you bring in the vision and everyone else is executing on your vision. Could you share more on that?
His Highness Sheikh Dr. Sultan started this vision in the 70s when a lot of companies, especially manufacturers, came to Sharjah and they chose Sharjah as place to start their business in the UAE. We are continuing this vision, and I think now with the leadership of Sheikh Abidur bin Sultan, chairperson of Sharjah Investment and Development Authority, we are continuing this journey and we are trying to make the journey better, faster and easier by establishing all these, centers, by easing the process of doing business in Sharjah in general, whether again it's in one of the free zones that we have or in collaboration with Sharjah Economic Development Department to have the companies registered in no time.
When investors are putting in their money, right, they are looking in for growth, for sustainable growth here within the region. What is Sharjah doing towards that growth?
Sharjah in 2023 was awarded as the fifth fastest growing city in the world in terms of FDI.
Amazing.
So we attracted an FDI of around 2.75 billion US dollars. And the growth in that year compared to 2022 was around 140%. And that's because of the amount of FDI and the amount of new project Sharjah has attracted. Sharjah is growing and we are growing with our investors as well.
What are some of the initiatives that Sharjah is doing towards startups and businesses?
Out of the 70,000 companies that are registered in Sharjah mainland, 85% of them are small to medium companies. Sharjah has also taken one step further with entrepreneurship by establishing different initiatives and entities specifically for entrepreneurship and for startup. One of them is definitely Shara, which is a Sharjah Entrepreneurship Center. And then we have different initiatives. One of them is called Rawat, which is also an establishment for small and medium enterprises, but mainly for locals. And then we have another initiative under Business Women Council, which is focusing on women entrepreneurship. And then a fourth one, which is Commerce 101, and it's an initiative by Sharjah Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So I think all of these initiatives and establishments that we have definitely support the entrepreneurship ecosystem in the Emirate of Sharjah and help a lot of entrepreneurs to come and benefit from the ecosystem that we have. One more thing I want to add here, the existence of a lot of VCs in UAE in general and in Sharjah specifically, and with the announcement of Sharjah Angel Investors Network at Sharjah Research and Technology Park, I think a lot of them will keep keep coming to the Emirate of Sharjah.
We often keep seeing that you're organizing a lot of local and international events. Tell us more about that.
Internationally, we actually participate in a lot of exhibitions, conferences, forums. We also do our own roadshows where we meet investors one-to-one. We have a lot of participations with the federal entities like the Ministry of Economy, for example, or the new established Ministry of Investment in the UAE. And we also participate as a Sharjah delegation with our colleagues from Chamber and Economic Development Departments and different free zones as well. We have a concept that we call a Sharjah Day in X country. So we go as a Sharjah delegation to a specific city or a specific country, and we do our Sharjah Day over there. And then locally, we also do a lot of events. We have also another concept which we call a round table. And here also we choose a specific country where we do a round table with, and we try to invite their businessmen who are in the UAE already. But through the round tables, we show them what new projects are being done in Sharjah, and it's always a win-win situation. It's not only about calling them for investments, but there might be also chances for them to participate in our projects as vendors, for example, or contractors.
What advice would you give for investors who are looking to invest in Sharjah?
It's very important for investors to look at the investment landscape in the Emirate of Sharjah, whether they want to open in one of the free zones or whether they want to open in the mainland. And through the advices that the investment promotion managers at Sharjah FDI Office provides, we answer a lot of these questions. So it's very important for them also to get in touch with the team at Sharjah FDI Office and the team at Sharjah Investor Services Center. And then we also advise them to start with a small team in the beginning, to hire someone from the local market who has a local experience. And these people will
Who understands the market better.
Definitely. These people will help them then to grow in Sharjah and UAE in general and in the region in the future, of course.
Mr. Musharrakh, what is next for Invest Sharjah?
Part of our vision is to be one of the top IPAs in the world. This year, we attracted investments of 2.75 billion. We want to double that number in the next 5 years.
Thank you, Mr. Musharrakh. This was a pleasure talking to you and sharing all your insights.
Thank you. Thank you, Neet, once again. And I wish all the best for Rising Sharjah Podcast.
To our listeners, we hope this episode has inspired you to consider the vast possibilities and opportunities Sharjah has to offer. Whether you're looking to expand your business, start a new venture, or explore cutting-edge investments, Sharjah is a land of potential waiting to be unlocked. See you in the next episode.